everybody, it's Vertical Sandwich. Welcome back to Let's Play SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Okay, so this is a post-commentary video. I just forgot to hit the record button on this video. We're 72% complete with this game, but it doesn't matter. And the reason it doesn't matter is this. So all three of my LPs right now, Rogue Galaxy, SpongeBob SquarePants, Beyond Good and Evil, I was playing all of them on my PS3. I have a first-gen, reverse-compatible PS3, and I recorded this video. This is video number 35 of Let's Play SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Did you find my lost socks?
And I recorded up to 38.
Oh.
I had almost finished Beyond Good and Evil, and I don't know, I'm less than 50 videos into Rogue Galaxy, and I got the yellow light of death. So my PS3 is kaput right now. I'm working on a solution and stuff, but the solution for SpongeBob SquarePants anyway is I recorded up to video 38, and what I'm going to do is I've hooked up my PS2, and I'm going to play back through all the golden spatulas we have. I'm not going to bother picking up any of the socks, because I don't know which socks I got and which ones I didn't, and I'm not going to research it. We'll just pick up the socks separately. We'll do like sock collection videos or something. That way I don't make the mistake of picking up a sock and never showing you where the sock is. Although maybe I'll make it a point to get this one, because clearly I got this one. And so yes, I will just, I'll show you where socks are, and if you see where socks are twice, that's way better than never seeing where socks are.
This is a Bikini Bottom news
right?
update.
Yeah, Vertical Sandwich! For Beyond Good and Evil, I'm hoping that, yeah, there are various techniques to kind of deal with the yellow light of death, at least to get PS3 up long enough to do a data transfer. Beyond Good and Evil, I literally was, I mean, you'll see it if you're watching the LP. It killed right at the beginning of a cutscene, and it's like the saddest thing. That's where it killed. But, Beyond Good and Evil, I could theoretically play back to where I am with the PS2. I have the game on PS2. It wouldn't be we wouldn't see the end in HD, but we'd see the game. And Rogue Galaxy, I'm also gonna load up on PS2 and put in like my grind time and catch that LP back up, because these are all PS2 games. And Rogue Galaxy, I wasn't playing any kind of HD remaster, or neither was I with SpongeBob. I was just using PS2 discs. So yeah, that's gonna be where we're at. So there's not gonna be a lot of continuity in SpongeBob SquarePants or in Rogue Galaxy for that matter. Although we'll see how quickly I get caught up in Rogue Galaxy, because I did a lot of grinding videos that I was gonna put together to show kind of these things you can collect in Rogue Galaxy, and I don't know if I'll leave those or you know, with the original playthrough, or redo them with the new playthrough. It really just depends on, you know, when I have to do it and the amount of time. Now the upside is I was recorded way ahead in every game but this one. So like Beyond Good and Evil is gonna have HD videos all the way into the last dungeon and stuff. And Rogue Galaxy has the videos from my original playthrough into chapters. So yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. So you'll see, we're gonna pick up for video 39 in this series with a video that does not have continuity. Like, it'll have the exact same spatulas, because I've gotten every spatula except the ballroom one. And I actually checked this in video 38, which is fortuitous. I got every spatula except the ballroom one, and the two race ones out of this level. And I never went into Flying Dutchman's graveyard. So yeah, so buttons. I don't know. Oh hey, where's the button? Yeah, apparently you can't just blow up buttons that are sitting there. So yeah, so those things being said, you know, everything's gonna work out fine. We're gonna complete what we're gonna do with hopefully minimal video delay. Although, I don't know, I got a lot of time in Rogue Galaxy. And that's a little painful. But since they're post-commentary videos anyway, the grinding videos, I might reshoot them. And then that'll help us get up to comment, because I can talk about where we're at while I'm doing those. It actually sounds like that. Yeah, I did eventually make this jump, but I became obsessed with it. I was like, I know this jump can be made. Yeah, and that was really the secret right there. Then I get over here and I'm like, wait, exactly what was I shooting at anyway? We do make a lot of really good progress in this level. I mean, it does kind of unravel itself eventually. But, oh, there's like the biggest pain in the butt minigame ever. So yeah, I am very whoa. Ah, a coughing fit. I am very disappointed. I mean, I really love my first generation reverse compatible PS3. But, I mean, it's not like I can't get the same result from a PS2 and a PS3. So yeah, I mean, our only obstacle might be time.
Sometimes pushing a simple button.
Like, there might have to be, you know, some gaps in Rogue Galaxy. And, I'm Beyond Good and Evil, I don't know. We've got a lot of Beyond Good and Evil to do as well. There are a couple cleanup videos that are post-commentary on that game as well. So yeah, I mean, it's a shame, but we'll get caught back up, and maybe on some level it's, I don't want to say it's a good thing, because I mean, you know, it would have been a better thing if it had not happened. It happened 2 days before Christmas, by the way. So, you know, Merry Christmas, Vertical Sandwich. Like, the hands down the game console that you rely on the most. But now that being said, I did find out that my HD PVR actually plugs into my PS2 and records exactly the same way as it did for the PS3, so that's nice. However, I also have an adapter to plug the Wii into it, and I tried that, and it comes in black and white, which is weird. It would be, you know, no fun to record in black and white, so I'll have to keep using the Diamond DVC for that. So yeah, it was a rough kind of Christmas weekend that way. And here's the thing too. So then I plugged my PS2 in, and I'm like, this thing broke. Like, I don't remember what was wrong with it, but it's broken, and it's not. It works fine. So I don't know. Maybe sitting around for 4 years, you know, somehow fixed it. But none of my controllers worked, and so I did what any good like 15-year-old would do, and took 2 broken controllers apart to make one working controller. So my working PlayStation 2 controller literally has Gorilla Glue and Scotch tape. Like, not even kidding. That, like, those things are inside the controller. So see how long it holds up. Controllers are cheap. Not worried about that. Like, at all. And I'll probably buy a new one just for the sake of buying a new one. Right now, I just want to use the old garbagey controller to make sure everything works. Because if the system works great and I need a new controller, that's fine. But if the system doesn't work good, buying a new system will get me a new controller. I don't know. It makes logical sense in my head. I don't know if it makes sense when I say it out loud. Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. I don't want to go buy a new controller, play the system for a while, find out the system doesn't work, buy the system, and get a second controller. Because I don't have any friends. I don't need a Player 2 controller. Oh, here is the really fortunate thing about this whole situation, though, and I will say this, is the amazingly fortunate thing about it was that I was playing Rocksmith at the time, Or not playing Rocksmith, but because I was playing Beyond Good and Evil. And because I was playing Beyond Good and Evil and it was a downloadable HD like remaster copy, there was no disc in there for Beyond Good and Evil. So my PS2 disc for Beyond Good and Evil is you know, in the case. What was in there was the last game I played, which was my version of Rocksmith. And I'll live without my version of Rocksmith, that's not a big deal. At least the thing doesn't have one of the, like this disc in it. If it had this disc in it, I'd be in a world of hurt. Like, I mean, I just have these 4 videos I recorded, and then until I could, you know, because I don't know, for those of you who are not familiar with the Yellow Light of Death for the PS3, there's a couple theories about why it happens, but it has to do with the system being, the fat systems being poorly ventilated, and over time the heating and cooling down, like affecting the solder, so that the connections that between like chips and the solder become sporadic. That's essentially, like, the exact mechanism, I don't know, I guess there are a couple theories, but it doesn't matter. So everything stops. I mean, you just get this blinking yellow light, and your system won't power on anymore. It's just it's like a fault code for the system. But here's the thing. It precludes you kicking the disc out. It won't let you, like, if you try to kick the disc out of your PS3, what it does is hitting the eject button, turns on the PS3 sounds like it's powering up, you get the yellow light of death, and it's so my Rocksmith disc is in there. And I'm not tearing the PS3 apart to get the Rocksmith disc because, you know, there are potential ways. I just like to get my data out of it, if nothing else. There are some potential, you know, fixes for Yellow Lights of Death, like remapping the heat flow in the PS3 and stuff, which is a process. You can look it up, and it's a thing that involves, you know, essentially reheating the solder and stuff like that. And I'm not worried about those kind of things right now. The main goal here is not what are you going to do with your PS3. The main goal is, you know, because the PS3 can sit in a closet as long as the channel can. So yeah, I did look into it. I mean, I did, because I had a random shut off one time before, a couple months ago. But it was fine. It was absolutely fine. I actually just assumed it was, you know, just a random fault. Like maybe I had, you know, the power click on and off or something. You know, just any number of weird reasons why your PS3 would, because I let it sit and I turned it back on. I didn't have problems for months. And then suddenly, you know, this thing happened. And I was like, oh, it was that thing again. And when I went to turn it back on, I saw the yellow light and was like, oh, that's a bad thing. But I do have to say, I mean, I bought the thing refurbished. I mean, it was, you know, it's a first-gen PS3. And it lasted me for 4 years. So I can't complain too loudly. But the crazy thing is I do remember going and buying it because my PS2 died. Like, just going, oh, I need a new, you know. And yeah, so then just putting my PS2 aside and going like, well, now I have a PS3, it's a big deal. And yeah, my PS3's fine, or my PS2's fine. So yeah, we'll see how it all works out. Like I said, I'm not worried about it, but this was a good opportunity to update things. Yeah, I did mess around with this porta potty a bit, just to see if I could get it to, you know, I mean, it's so obvious, it's so in the middle, it's such a joke. You can go into it and the door shuts. I don't understand why you can't get a sock out of it. Yeah, I apparently forgot what the throw fruit button is. And this little section has a pretty obnoxious part in it. I mean, because this stuff is pretty, you know, pretty obviously. But, I don't know if it's that one or not. There are just some, like, there's a real pain in the butt, like, throw the fruit, jump kind of section coming up here. And it took me 2 tries, which I was surprised. I'm surprised it didn't take, 8 or something. The bubble spin for SpongeBob makes jumps like that so much easier. It really does. Yeah, there was some checkpoint abuse going on there, like what I realized. And purposely it was going like, oh, I can just die and try this jump over and over. So, here we go again. Death for Patrick. I was a little terrified here from possibly hitting another checkpoint, too. I forgot the game is actually really good about giving you second chances. Now, I could have just skated on the water here while it melted. I would have been, that would have been the nothing needed. Oh, I did do that. Well, that's great. Fantastic. Good thinking, Vertical Sandwich. I got the socket, hit the checkpoint. Speedrunning tactics for the win, I guess. So yeah, it's here. You it's like bounce up, throw the throw fruit over there. And I was very close, but didn't quite make it. I mean, having to think about it was all the difference in that strategy. Had I, had it been something I was familiar with and it had been, and it was automatic, I would have made it. But it was the stopping and going, oh, okay, now what? Oh, okay, now what? Because there you go. Once I had it all mapped out, but it was still flashing. I mean, we were still very close. And there's a camper, 4-6. And they're everywhere. I mean, like, it is not, finding them is not a, it's not like they're all in one area of the map. Like, now, through the course of just exploring the levels, finding all 6 of them was not hard. But, it's not like you would expect. You look around and you're like, oh, there's 6 campers. They're on 6 really elevated places around this room. Yeah, it's not like that. You find them in very weird places. I think we find the last one very late in kind of our exploration of things. And they could have been meaner about it than they were, but they were pretty mean about it. Yeah, I don't know why we're doing these things, but I don't have to know that. Again, it's post commentary. You'll have live commentary for the next 3 videos, and then we'll be back to talk about the differences between the replay and this play when we get to video 39, because video 39 will be the first one off the PS2 playthrough. Yeah, I think maybe at this point I was just goofing around. Maybe I was saying goodbye. So, when we come back, live commentary for 3 videos, and then a different playthrough. See you guys for that. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I know you don't have to do it. Bye, everybody.